1, 2, 3.
When you start to question the whole thing, it unwinds. Behold the great deception, traversing throughout time. Do you dare to question if there's a grip upon your mind? Cause at the mere suggestion it leaves you all entwined. I've been searching round for curvature, but there ain't none to see. No matter where I let my head turn, seems awfully flat to me. Will you start to question the shackles of your mind? If you let it open, you know there's truth inside. Have you been numbed and too complacent, bred in circus to the end? It's time to claim your mental freedom. You know it's up to you, my friend. I've been searching round for curvature, but there ain't none to see. No matter where I let my head turn, seems awfully flat to me. The shackles of your mind. If you let it open, you know there's truth inside. Will you start to question
Joshua Nowicki, and what you're seeing here is a mirage. You typically would not be able to see this from the Lake Michigan shore. We talked about this last night. Conditions are right on the lake that we're actually seeing a mirage of the Chicago skyline. A mirage.
Well, hello everybody. How you doing? Let me know if you hear me fine, and we'll get started. It's been a long time. I've had quite the journey, and I'll be sharing it with you all today. A little bit of photojournalism, sharing my recent trips to Australia and Serbia and London and Madrid. I've been traveling almost non-stop for a month now, and it's been an amazing experience all around, getting to participate in these events and speak and hang out with the people who have arranged the events and the speakers of the events, and it's just been phenomenal from start to finish. So let me know if you're all hearing me. Give me a 5x5 in the chat, and we'll start right away without ado. So, everything good with my sound? No responses. Is there anybody out there? Hello. Not hearing anything. Is there anybody here? This is what happens when you don't produce content regularly on YouTube. It stops showing your stuff to people. Ah, good. Sound is great. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah, so just a few watching, and I didn't really plan this out in advance. I just got back from London today. My book launches tomorrow, and so I thought I would do a recap today, last minute thing, because tomorrow I just want to focus on the book and kind of throw a little launch party. Thing has been 40 years in the making, and it's just 1 month short of a 40-year anniversary from the day I got busted for hacking. So yeah, I've got some things lined up and some stuff that I'll share tomorrow related to hacking. And yeah, so let's get started with, let's see, is that, you're not seeing it? Front cam, blue screen, screen 2. Hold on 1 second. You're not seeing my, that's the background. Front cam, screen 2. Properties. Let me just delete that, remove, add a resource, display capture, add existing, create new. Sorry, it's been a while since I've used OBS. Properties for screen 2, display. There, now you should see it. Okay. Alrighty, so alright, so I just thought I would share this photograph I took just before I left for Australia. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. It looks like a painting with brushstrokes, and it was just absolutely beautiful. This was the day I left, looking out on Javier. blue skies, hot as heck. It was 40 degrees Celsius in the shade, so I was really happy to be going to Australia where they had winter. Let's see here, front cam. And the beautiful Javier. Little view of Montgo there. How it all began. All these wacky journeys I've been on. And looking down towards the port where I have my office by the sea. And this is the old town of Javier. Formerly a star fort, though all the walls except for little tiny bits have all been removed over the years. And really an amazing place. So flew in initially to Madrid, and this was our gate number was 917, which is tomorrow. That's my birthday and the launch day of the book. So I thought that's pretty auspicious, and went on this journey with my beautiful daughter, and it was just phenomenal. So flying out over islands and flew into Hong Kong. This was the tower for the Hong Kong airport. We didn't get to see any of Hong Kong itself because we just had a 5-hour layover. Kind of confusing with text that you can't read, but we made it. And I ran into this guy. Unfortunately, I didn't get his face, but I saw him, and I saw his shirt, and I had to take up a conversation with him. And he's a musician that does all kinds of singing bowls and gongs and didgeridoos, and a really talented guy that travels all over Australia and I guess the rest of the world as well. But that's his company name, and seems like a cool guy. Landed in Australia, and the first thing we saw was one of these, I think they're called ibises. It's like what the what Thoth is, his, the head of Thoth is an ibis head. Went into some stores, and just really entertained by all the different funny names that the Australians have for food and whatnot. And this is the lighthouse at Byron Bay, and it's just such a spectacular location, looking down on that's the bay there, and so lush, very different from from what we have here in Spain, and all kinds of crazy plant life and animal life that I'd never seen before. So it was really exciting to just be in nature. And there's the amazing Steve Young, who was one of the speakers at the Living Free Festival, and Mark Gober as well. And this is just the very beginning of what was a fantastic experience all around in Australia. My lovely daughter.
This is probably the coolest place I've ever been. Oh my goodness, my head.
This is my daughter,
Hi.
Medusa. So when I've done these recaps in the past, I've extended invitations to the speakers to come in and just talk about their experiences of the event. And this is kind of last minute because there's so much going on this week, and so I haven't had a chance to do that. So it's just me. Hopefully I won't bore you with my travel photos and videos. and I turn the volume up. It's not letting me do that on these. Hold on, let's see if I can change it. Sound, but you hear me fine, right? It's just the videos you're not hearing. All right. Let's see here. So. Pop player. Give me 1 sec here. Alright, let's see if this does it now. Okay, that should sort things out. Okay. Yeah, so this is just another place in Byron Bay. And Howlin' Moon Records. This was an utter mind blow. We pulled up to this spot to go to the bathroom. And I thought this was fruit that was hanging from the trees. And turned out that it was bats. And they were unreal. They had about a 3-foot wingspan. And they're out in the daytime, and you can see how you could confuse it for some kind of weird fruit. But let me just, yeah. And I think I got a clip of them flying around. Fly. Come on, I want to see one fly again. These things are amazing. It's like a 3-foot wingspan on this bat. Come on, somebody. Come on, guys. Still quiet. All right. They were flying a moment ago. Come on, guys. For some reason, this program... Ah, here we go. There's a bit more. That should be a little better. Those things were absolutely unbelievable.
That's a bat.
Looks like a bird, kind of.
It does.
Wing a dog.
All right. Can I pet that dog? Video fine, but voice is low. Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. I've got my mic maxed out, so I'll just bring it closer like that. All right. Yeah, so that was that was day one in Australia, already seeing just amazing plant and animal life, and the auspicious rainbow as we drove through the Australian Outback, which was just breathtaking everywhere I looked, and so lush. I used to think everything was bigger in Texas. I was wrong. It's actually, everything is bigger in Australia.
Look at that!
Even the puddles are bigger.
Woo! Whoa, look at that sprinkler! I would love to be in that.
Woo! Yeehaw! We made it. We made it. Yeah, so they had major flooding 2 days before the event, and they were doing all their final preparations while it's just flooding like crazy, and then as people were arriving the next day, campers were getting stuck, and they were just working like crazy, and they pulled it all together. And the first day of the event, the sun came out and slowly dried up all the puddles, and people were walking around in galoshes. They really rolled out the red carpet for us. We stayed in this amazing house in I can't remember the name of the town. Hello, hello. Shana. This is absolutely awesome. Pouring down rain. hopefully going to clear up tomorrow for the beginning of the conference. So that's Steve Young, Mark Gober. This is Andrew, whose last name I don't recall. He does breath work, and yeah, it was hard not to be completely blown away and impressed. I went out surfing the next day for the first time in 20 years, and went out into the water. It was overhead surf. I didn't manage to get up beyond my knees on a wave. I'm so out of practice, and favoring knee injuries as well. But 3 minutes into the water, there were 3 dolphins right next to me. I couldn't believe it. They were about 10, 15 feet away, and they hung out for about a minute before they moved on. And I wish I had a camera in the water with me to capture it, but I just have it in my memories, and really special experience. The next day we got to see whales go by. I think I've got a couple clips here. That's the house. And like I said, it rolled out the red carpet. I don't have the clip. Oh, it might be further on, but yeah, so then we get to the event. More people arrive later. It's a little sparse at that point, but lots of awesome vendors, and the food was great. And if you're ever looking for a vacation, I would definitely time it with this event, because it was fantastic in every respect. Especially getting to hang out with this guy, my bro, Steve Young, the author of A Fool's Wisdom, not former, but a PhD in nuclear physics and quantum physics, and has written a book challenging the cornerstones of pretty much all of mainstream science. And he put on an awesome talk, and also played a set. He's an incredible musician. His Instagram account is Headflux, HEDFLUX, and he does awesome electronic music. And here you get a taste of what it was like there. Vibe, to say the least. Look at that light show. And the way it was bouncing off the trees, it created this whole three-dimensionality to it. I was thoroughly impressed by the audiovisual team at this event. Those two ladies are wonderful. The one on the left is Alexa. She has a podcast called Natural AF with her boyfriend. And the woman on the right was Tessa. She was one of the musical performers Absolutely awesome music. I'll get links to their stuff. I'll put it in the notes after. And this is one of my favorite parts of the whole experience. The kookaburras.
Usually it's one or two. It's such a cool.
You guys are so freaking cool. Come on, more laughter.
The sound of the kookaburras in the Outback, waking up to them in the morning, they start their laughter. And I imagine if you're hungover, it's less than fun. Makes you wonder what you're doing with your life. Yeah, so, and then one of my subs, she was one of the organizers of the event, and she brought this beautiful specimen. And you can see just the fleshy quality there, right where the aorta and the vena cava would be.
Unbelievable. Oops. On the back. Wow. What an example. Thank you.
That was her. I don't recall her name. Had a awesome panel with these guys, and yeah, just cool people all around. And the Elixir bar here was awesome. They were doing all kinds of different health drinks with different kinds of mushroom for, chaga and reishi and all kinds of different little additives for energy and immune boosting and all of that sort of thing. That's Alexa. This is her podcast, and shoot, her boyfriend's name is slipping my mind right now, but wonderful people, and I'm going to be going on with them soon. Woman on the left was a chiropractor, and I don't remember her name, but it was nice to meet some fellow chiropractors, including this one. This is Simon Floriani. He was one of the speakers at the event. I met him in 2006 and again in London some years later. Really amazing chiropractor who got attacked by the Australian government for his views and the kinds of information that he was sharing. And they just went after him, and he came back stronger and stronger. So real chiropractic hero, health warrior. His wife as well. I don't recall her first name, but they've written a book called Well-Adjusted Babies, which I can highly recommend. I think it's in its 3rd or 4th printing. Yeah, and Australia just didn't fail to impress. Right there is a whale.
I was watching, I saw 3.
Aha, I figured out why nobody is finding out about this video. It's because it's unlisted. So let me change that right away. Since when is a live stream unlisted? That doesn't make any sense at all. That would explain it. Public, publish. Well, that should change things a bit. The only people who were here were the people I told.
Oh, I saw it. It's over there.
There.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over there.
And it pops up again in a moment, I think. There it is. It just right there. It's 2 whales. Got a little bit of everything on this trip. Yeah, it was It was pretty cool. Oh, this is just the camera doesn't do it justice, but that's the stars. There were more stars than I've seen in a very, very, very long time. Mark Gober,
Hello.
living his best life on the swing.
A little bit. Good morning. Or happy sun approach.
You can hear my voice. It's I was struggling at that point. Yeah, so then we went to a wildlife refuge and got to hang out with the these giant rodents. So cool.
Got them eating right out of your hands, Stella.
I'm just surrounded by kangaroos. What the hell?
Oh, sentinels are a bit flat, she said. Oh.
So greetings everybody. I didn't realize it, but I had the video set to unlisted, so that's why none of you knew about it. So hopefully people will start pouring in here now. Can definitely go back and maybe start from the beginning. Speed it up to catch up.
It's the biggest mouse I've ever seen. Did you feed him the rest already? Oh. Let me get some for you. Here you are, sir. Oh.
Had him eating right out of my
so
hand.
Cute. You are so cute. I love you. Oh, that little baby.
They get so big, it's crazy.
Oh, there's an emu over there. Thank you. Oops, I got food on your head. Sorry.
I don't remember the name of the
Oh
zoo.
my gosh.
Someone's asking. It was a refuge. They have a lot of rescued animals there. So it's tough, you know, whenever you see animals in captivity. And that is Sky over there in the distance. She's one of the organizers, and she was just an absolute hero through the whole thing, driving us everywhere and just working nonstop. She was also a speaker at the event, spoke on matters related to natural law and law in general. Hey Wendy, welcome. Hi everybody, I didn't say the hellos. Willie and EP65, Frank, welcome. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then from there, we got to see an emu, a monitor, I think is what that one is called. Big lizard. And you can see the impact that the koala had on my daughter. Look at that thing. And here he is doing walk like an Egyptian. They sleep something like 22 hours a day or something. They're rarely awake. So we got to see that one move around for about 30 seconds before it just went.
This dude definitely has
Clunk.
the qualifications.
Yep, that was his action for the day, I think. Went out for some Indian, and then after the event, they put us up in Byron Bay again, and it was just an amazing spot right by the beach. So, got to go swimming and really try and recharge for the next leg of my journey.
I don't know, man. It's pretty awesome.
Cal Washington out there with his
Steve
son.
Young living his best life. Byron Bay, not a bad spot.
Ha! Yeah, right, Willie. Not happening.
Dude. Hey, what you doing, man?
That's an Australian turkey, I
Where
believe.
are you going? Oh, sorry, I'm scaring you. Didn't mean to do that.
The ibis that I showed earlier, I think they call those bin chickens, which is pretty funny for a bird that looks so attractive. But look at this bird. Is this not amazing? I mean, the coloring of the head and everything. I'd never seen one of these. I have no idea what it's called, but definitely a majestic creature. And yeah, just the Australian outback. And then we had this wonderful day where we went with one of the Aboriginal, I wouldn't say, he's not a tribal leader. I don't know exactly what his role is, but he works with the Aboriginals. And this was a sacred land that we're on that's protected now. And had a little smudging ceremony or a smoke ceremony, and then he took us to this very sacred place, which you'll see here in a moment. There are these three mountains, and there you see them. And we were up over in this area right here. Hey, Dave. I'm back in Spain. Just got in from London this morning. Had a wonderful time there. Just epic experience all around. Hey, Sam Wu in the house. Good to see you guys. I had the video set to unlisted and didn't realize it, so nobody was getting notifications about the live stream. Yeah, so we're on our way to this really special spot, and he's just kind of given us a little bit of the history of the area and why it's important to the Aboriginals, and really amazing to walk in this forest. You'll see some of the trees here in a moment.
Follow all that, so we always respected them for being. We gave them the honour of the bosses, you know. They were the policemen. They were the ones who lived.
I know it's hard to hear. I can't do anything about it.
And the tribes, some tribes married in and some didn't. Some later on down the track argued with them, and there was fights and all sorts of shit that we're talking about.
Yeah, so just phenomenal wildlife, trees, so lush, and they just stretch so high up. Like the canopy of the Australian outback is so impressive.
You know, so the humans on Mount Warning. I've watched that in this. This is the place. Yeah.
Wow. This is
This is what they
Ferngully.
were trying to protect in the movie.
Yeah, that was. This is the location of Ferngully, which I thought was an animated film, but maybe not. But it was, at the very least, it was inspired by this exact spot.
There's a lot of energy that comes out of this place.
Really, really powerful place energetically. And we did this nice little ceremony where we communed with the trees.
And then this comes across like this. And then it goes down like that. But it also goes up. How the heck did it do that? It's reaching way up there. But it originates there. And it's hugging that tree.
Yeah, Mike, I set it to public, and it says, sorry, we're not we're not able to save your video, but it lists it as public. So this is why nobody's seeing this. There's only a few people here. Not sure what to do about that. So this is the name of the place, the Wollongong National Park. And yeah, just a wonderful gathering of amazing people. This is Sean Kirk. He's an incredible musician. He's on a sold-out tour right now of New Zealand. Definitely check out his music. Mark Gober, Sky, my daughter, Steve Young, and oh shoot, I'm feeling so bad that I'm forgetting his name. And this is Dave Armstrong. He's one of the organizers of the whole event, and John B, who's our guide for the experience. Went to a sacred river, and it was just phenomenal to be in this location. I mean, look at this tree. It's like something out of a fairy tale, really. Oh, look at that. Just everywhere I looked, it was something amazing to look at. A lot more going on there than here in Spain. These beautiful mushrooms. Yeah, we did have some talks about the Yowie. The Yowie, that's the Australian or Aboriginal word for Yeti Sasquatch. And we had several conversations about them because they're very active in this area. And yeah, so this is kind of final days, and then
every time we've left, we've gone, oh, we didn't. Do you want me? Let me take a photo of it.
You're going to be in it.
No.
Get in there.
Love the Australian accent. Yeah. So from here, a few of us went on to. Oh wait, no, this is. Huh? Ah, yes. Okay, we stayed in Byron Bay for a few days, and then we went to this incredible property owned by a man named Vili, who was an amazing host, and this is 30 acres of land in the Outback in an incredibly sacred part of the world. And that's Vili there, and Bjorn. And Cal Washington, he was also one of the speakers at the event, speaking also on natural law. And and this terrace that I'm filming from right now is where my daughter and I slept. We slept in these things called swags.
That's all right, I'll get that.
I'll get
Like a one-man tent. So we were sleeping in the Australian Outback, like with the forest right next to us. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little creepy at one point where there was some.
Bare hands. That's a magpie.
They're gonna miss that.
He's beautiful. Well, there's another one of those little ones. I don't know what those are called.
Whoa.
That beautiful bird song.
Yeah, not only did all the birds look different, they sounded different as well. So everything I saw was something special.
Sure is.
And yeah, in the middle of the.
I feel like it's almost easier this way.
In the middle of the night, there was some animals rummaging about, like just below our head in the forest. And not gonna lie, it got a little creepy, but we lived to tell the tale. And where did you go? There we go. Ah, come on. So then Vili took us in a truck
bush
for a tour of his property.
Yeehaw! Oh man! Hi there, guys.
I'm just gonna leave this running for a moment while I run to the bathroom.
Dude, you should be holding on.
I am holding on.
No, not you.
Oh.
Why don't you put your back against this? It's so nice.
It is?
Yeah.
This is easily one of the most incredible places I've ever seen.
You're just driving.
The trees are so tall. It's just
Oh no, 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 no. I think we're going downhill.
Oh my god.
I'm scared, bro. I'm scared. Before you go down.
Just hold on. I'm gonna drive it.
And Mike is for real.
This is cool.
I can't believe this thing.
Look at these eucalyptus trees.
I was supposed to
So tall.
I don't know.
Actually standing, holding on one hand. This is inadvisable.
Yeah.
Hopefully I will survive to tell the tale.
Doing Travis at home. This is for educational purposes only.
Yes, exactly.
Whoa, we're going down another hill. Down, bruh. Down, bruh.
I also want to stand up.
There's room here.
And I just know that he's when the other thing. But it's so cool. I have to see this one.
There's a house over there.
I mean, if you hold on real, real well, I think you'll be fine. But I don't know if your dad will want you to stand up. Your dad.
Oh, well, that's what.
See the waterfall?
Where is it?
Where?
Okay, don't move.
Can you see a water?
Don't move. There's a waterfall over there. Yeah, it's on the
Oh
far.
my god! Can you see it? Look, you have to look in the trees, like in the shade. There's a waterfall right there, in the middle of the trees. You see? Oh, you're going the wrong way. Look, look at my hand. Wow.
That
You see it?
structure is unbelievable.
It's right there in like almost the middle of the mountain, a little bit more this way. Did you see it? This one here. Okay.
Oh, I see it.
You see it? Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, waterfall.
That's the real deal there.
What?
It's just so cool.
I'll go. We can go in our underwear.
Whoa! I almost hit the plants for real.
Oh, he's throwing down some gravel so you can drive around here, I think. It's almost like a little road.
I think I'm holding on good enough.
I think so.
It's definitely one of the most beautiful valleys I've ever seen. And there were
Hey, there's
two
is
sections,
that
which
a
you'll see in a
duck?
moment,
I want to see it.
that look very much like the
There's
giant
only a
trees.
couple birds I've seen here that are like what we get in the States or Europe. Oh, those are ducks. But they're not like any ducks I've ever seen. I think I've said that over and over again since I've been in Australia. All the birds are different. It's wild.
Look, they're super cute.
Yeah, they are. Hi, guys.
They look so feminine. Not feminist.
This is better than any ride I've ever been on in an amusement park. Yeah. One you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, it is so amazing across that valley. I want to get up next to that mountain and see what it's made of. Watch your foot. Move it over here. There we go. Yeah, just go in your underwear. That's no problem.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea.
That's what I did yesterday.
You did that yesterday?
Yep, in the river.
For real? Alright, we better turn. Fire. Guys, are we about to U-turn?
I think so.
I'm so nervous.
Why are you so nervous?
Because I don't want us to go off the tree.
And then at the bottom of the valley is a big river that's just incredible.
We get a
See that in a second.
in a
Hey Thomas, you asked about the kookaburras. I showed some video of kookaburras earlier, and I've got a great video I'm going to share in a moment.
We really are.
Yeah, they were laughing up a storm.
Let's see how zoomed in I am. Sorry for zooming in and out. Can't see it. There we go. Back to 1x. Heads up.
Oh shit.
Oh no!
Watch out, Isaiah.
I just missed that. Thanks for the heads up.
That's it. Dude.
Oh.
Oh my god, watch your head. This is so fun. Isn't this like the coolest thing you've ever done, Isaiah?
I think
Whoa.
it's right up there.
Well, not exactly. It's
Look at the vines
pretty
on the
cool.
trees.
It's definitely the coolest thing I've ever done. Without a doubt.
Well, maybe. I don't think it was as cool as when I drove a
This
monster
car?
truck.
I want this car.
I drove a monster truck one time.
Yeah. So, a nice little house down by the river. And these are called, shoot, I forgot the name of them. They grow in the trees and they catch water. Super cool. This was amazing. Look at this spiraling vine. And then these are called strangler vines. They actually surround other trees and then eventually I'm not sure if they just outlive the tree or if they kill the tree, but they're known as stranglers. And this thing, anyone out there who follows Stick Nation on Instagram, I'm going to upload this.
Oh my god, it's so cool. Yeah, sorry.
Oops. Ah, where'd it go? There.
Oh my god, it's so cool. Yeah, sorry.
Oops. It's the next one.
Alright.
So what can we do?
Clearly something to do
Hello,
with...
Stick Nation. Here we are with our magic mushroom stick. I gotta tell you, I can't even begin to tell you what this thing is capable of. But I promise you, if you ever encounter a stick like this, show it the utmost respect.
So that's definitely going on Stick Nation.
taking selfies while we driving.
And that's Billy's amazing house.
Yeah.
It's like a flipping golf course. That's how perfect it is.
Is that the place that oh, that's the secret
I think
stash
that's
of mango
I think
tree.
that's his house, isn't it?
Yes, that's his house.
There's a bottle brush
That's the
tree.
secret
Oh, look at the light coming through the trees.
Are we gonna stay in his house?
No, we're staying up where
That
we
was
are.
the secret stash of mangoes.
There's a secret stash of
I
mangoes?
love that he's just driving us around the grass. It's such a generous thing to do.
See,
Yeah.
that mango tree, that's a secret stash of mangoes.
Where's our mango tree?
Over there.
Really?
That tree.
I don't see any
that
mangoes.
one.
Must not be mango
Those
season.
orange things on there, that's mangoes, that's fruits.
There were lemons.
Orange?
Yes, they're orange.
I don't see any orange
How
at
can
all.
you not see it? There's a tree with.
Oh, there! I was looking too big. Hi.
Oh, I missed it. Ah, oh well. There's two mountains that are both pretty good examples of what I think are great trees.
Hi.
And then this was one of the best experiences of the whole trip. We were sleeping in these things called swags, which are these little one-man tents on this terrace, just like with the Outback right next to us. And in the morning we woke up and this kookaburra was right above our heads, literally like 3 feet away, and just looking at us.
I can't believe you just flew up to say hi to us. Hello. I wish I had a snack for you. Well, hello, hello. I wish it was a little brighter also so we could really see how beautiful you are.
They're just checking us out.
Just
It was
looking
really
right
cool.
at me. Can you film them from another angle? I know, with my phone. With my phone. Hello. Hi guys. Waking up to you guys is the best thing ever, I have to say.
It's so fun with their laughter. And then this was a magpie named Sergeant Major, and his wife, Mrs. Major. The two of them come, and he was eaten right out of our hands, literally. Look at that beautiful bird.
Whatever you want to him, and we'll see who he follows.
Well,
This was a porcupine. I thought it was two, but that's how their quills go. Right, I've got that it's like a part in the hair. Here we go. Now you can kind of get a sense of the tree-like quality of that mountain. And then here.
But because you have
And then on this tree there was a bat, but that clip doesn't show it. There you can see him hanging from the fruit tree. They were eating the last of the tangerines that were on this tree, or mandarins. Pretty strange to see 3-foot wingspan bats in the middle of the day. Pretty strange to see a 3-foot wingspan bat in general.
Oh no, there's another one in there. So they're having the other one's found the last mandarin. So no, that's fucking.
Oh, and they were arguing over it. Okay. It was like it all of a sudden spazzed out, and I'm like, what?
Sometimes the fruit ferments.
There's still one in there.
Yeah, so that was it was just a phenomenal experience in all respects. Perfect cap to the whole experience. And little face there looks like an open mouth. Probably pareidolia, but cool nonetheless. Another face there. And this was an eagle.
Here we go.
A little bit of everything. Even leeches. It was about 3 inches long.
I can't believe that.
But they're really tiny until they start sucking on blood. Cal got one on his ankle and didn't know it was there, and it got pretty big, and then he took it off. And it was bleeding for about 4 hours after that. Quite a bit of blood. I was really surprised. So I think that's how they say George Washington died. They were trying to bleed out bad blood because he was ill, and they took a little too much blood. And seeing how much blood Cal lost, I can imagine if there were a lot of them on you, you could easily be bled to death.
Oh no, 50.
Hey dude. Cutie pie. Hi.
It's a young one.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't stay on the corner.
Yeah, and then back to Byron Bay, which was really cute, and my daughter and I took a bus from Byron Bay up to Brisbane, where we caught the airplane. It was pretty amazing. The architecture, even the new stuff, was all really nicely done and creative, as opposed to just being ugly blocks like we see all over Europe. And this was our finale in Australia.
Night in Australia. Got an Airbnb that kind of surpassed expectations by light years. Look at this view. Holy moly. Brisbane is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. And everything is so new and pristine. And the architecture is beautiful. There's a big park down there. And a snaking river that just goes all around the city. What a beautiful place. Had no idea.
Yeah.
Brisbane.
There's a lot of beautiful sculptures and old architecture as well. So there you see all the modern stuff. And then here, this is just below the hotel. So a lot of old world build as well. All kinds of old world build all over Australia. There's tons of architecture in Australia that makes zero sense in the mainstream narrative when it comes to the population of Australia. And you know, it was a prison colony basically, where all the riffraff from the UK were supposedly sent, and then next thing you know, they've got the most complete railway system in the world in a short amount of time. This is our flight out of Brisbane, landing in Spain, and my Airbnb, I had a one-night stay in Madrid, and from there went on to Serbia to the Libra Pulco event, and it was just one of these incredible days where the clouds were perfect, no chemtrails in the sky, just puffy white clouds. This reminds me of my days hang gliding, where I got to fly in clouds like this, which was someday I'll do some streams on my hang gliding adventures, because I've got lots of great stories to tell about those. And then we I got to Serbia. I said goodbye to my daughter in Madrid, and greeted with a rainbow. So another auspicious beginning, hanging out with this guy, Max Egan. What a character, truly knowledgeable man, OG truther, been streaming and revealing all kinds of uncomfortable truths for decades. And this is the site of the Libra Pulco event, where I also attended last year. Here we are, Libra Pulco 2025. Speakers list. Keith Yedlicka, Alex Zach, Mark Devlin, Jeff Berwick. Quite a crowd. Some new faces for me here. Max Egan, myself. Yeah, they put the Baldies together, huh? Steve Young, Gareth Ike, son of David Ike, Patrick Henningsen, Persephone. It's going to be an amazing event, I think. And I'll be going on stage there in a little over an hour, 2 hours, something like that. Once again, hanging with this guy. He keeps following me all around the world. I can't get rid of him. Steve Young. And yeah, it was a real pleasure to meet Gareth Ike, the son of David Ike. Really wonderful, kind man, humble, and just, yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect meeting him, but I was pleasantly surprised in every respect. Beautiful property. It's got its own little lake. A lot of people were getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. They didn't seem to like me. I don't know if that's good karma as a vegetarian, or if they're just like, they don't want that deficient blood. And this gentleman, the amazing Alex Zach, put on an incredible talk. This is Gareth Ike on stage. What is...
Okay, because here's ironic.
Deep conversations, and yeah, I can recommend any one of these events. And now, oh, this was Mark Devlin. He's an incredible researcher. I can't recommend his work highly enough. He's got 4 books that are part of the Musical Truth series, and he's been exposing the secret societies and deep state influence on the music industry for a very long time, and incredibly eloquent and brave truth teller. One of the few voices during the COVID's times where he was unafraid to speak truth to power, which often gets you banned from everywhere, which is exactly what happened. And yeah, hanging out with some true legends. And just a fun final evening with the remaining people at the event. Going over there. This was the final kind of goodbye brunch for the whole Libra Pulco experience.
You might take a trip for 2 years or so.
And I might not come back.
Fellow chiropractor there.
That might be the land I'm looking for instead of Libra land.
And yeah, they did a Q&A. That was pretty interesting conversations.
When I was 4 years old, my mother took me to the national park. I had a great day. And at the end of the day, we're going home, and I said, Mum, why don't we come and live here? This is so much better than living down in town. She said, well, we can't live here. I said, why not? Nobody else is living here. And she said, well, we can't live here because we don't own the land. And I went, own the land? How do you own the land? And I said, who owns the land here? She said, the government does. And I said, how did they get it? And she said, you'll understand when you get older. And I'm walking around the yard with my teddy bear that afternoon. I'm going, Teddy, it's all fucked up. These people think they can own the land. Can you tell God that he's put me on the wrong world and ask him to please take me off this world and put me back on the other world where the people don't think they can own land? And then I started watching things, and my mother's taking me out to meetings and meeting her friends, and I'm sitting under the table listening to the conversation. I'm going, they're just talking shit. They're just talking about other people, gossiping about other people. There's no creativity here. There's no learning here. There's no knowledge here. I think I've been born into an insane asylum. And I went through school, and I'm going, yes, this is definitely an insane asylum. Then when I got to high school, I thought, actually, maybe I'll start learning something. This is high school where the intelligent big people go. And I ended up getting kicked out of 4 high schools within 3 years for arguing with my teachers. You know, I ended up with my own desk out the front of the principal's office for my last 6 months of high school because no class would have me. I played some incredibly mean tricks on my teachers along the way. I was just terrible, some of the stuff I did. Probably destroyed their lives, you know. But it's awesome, it's awesome. Keep doing it, yeah. The story, yeah, well actually there was one class I went to. I was in one high school and I just wouldn't comply with anything. And my teacher demoted me to the D class, like the dunces. This is where the guys come in on the special bus, you know. I'm in that class for about an hour and the teacher's going, what the fuck is this guy doing in my class? You know, they put me up into the next level. And I was there for about 2 days. They put me up into the next level and then back into the B class. And I ended up back in the A class within a week. I was back in my old English class. And I kind of knuckled down then and did the right thing for a while because I thought, how am I going to get this guy for doing that to me? And then there was this big thing for this inter-school play contest. They're going to have a play. And all the schools at the state get together. We all meet in one place. We do one act of a play. And we see who's the best play. He said, we want to do a play, and it's going to be a play of an old score called The Long, the Short, and the Tall. It was the story, which is a World War II story, which was actually one of my favourite movies when I was a kid. And I went, wow, I can do that. And my favourite character in that movie was Lawrence Harvey. He played this real ratbag, this rebel, like, you know, rebel without a cause sort of thing. Just wouldn't comply with anything. I thought, that's me, you know. So I got the job, and as the lead role in the play, playing this role, when I got up there and I did the rehearsals, I just played Lawrence Harvey. I'd watched this movie 20 times. I just went up and I delivered the lines the way Lawrence Harvey did. And the teacher's going like, you're amazing. You've got a career as an actor if you want one. Like, you're really good at this. And we were so good. He didn't even worry about the understudy, any of that sort of shit. We got really good at this play. And then on the day of the inter-school play contest, I stayed home. And he went to the contest, and all he had was his understudy, and they completely got destroyed. It lost. We came last. My school came last in the play contest. And I went to school the next day, and I walked straight up to the desk, and I put an apple on his desk, and I said, "How's the play, sir?" And he looked at me and he said, "Touche." And I said, "Yeah, let's not mess with each other from now on, you know." And he completely left me alone for the rest of the year and just let me do my job, you know.
Yeah, so the moral of that story is don't mess with Max Egan. Yeah, just a beautiful location. The part of Serbia we were in was extremely flat, lots of farmland, and yeah, generally, you know, kind of an intense vibe because it wasn't so long ago they had war there and lots of bombing, and I think it's 70% women in the country now. So they're probably in need of good men. Final dinner. And this guy's really bummed that he's sitting across from me, as you can tell. It's like, not you again. And so my daughter and I flew back to, let's see, now we're in England. So yeah, I said goodbye to her and spent a night in Madrid and flew to London, to Gatwick, for the Illuminate and Elevate conference, which was another just fantastic experience. This gentleman here, many of you I'm sure know, his name is Andy Kaufman, and another one of those living legends that has just helped spread so much light on the lies of the last 5 years. And cute little town, East Grinstead is where we stayed. Lots of old world build. These are the three wonderful ladies that that organized the conference: Rebecca Steele, Lisa Strebeck, and Dawn Lester. And really awesome speakers, high caliber event in my opinion. There were a dozen authors there.
Here on the parking lot. And then nobody sent me away, so I woke up in the morning. It was 5 meters from the venue.
Hey Derp, welcome. And all the books by Mark Devlin, I can recommend them highly. I didn't have any copies of my book to share there, unfortunately, but I've got a bunch now, and we'll be talking about that in a second. So, the Prime Meridian goes right through East Grinstead and goes through the location of the event. The place that we were in was called the Meridian Hall. That meridian continues south and then goes right through Montgo. This is Martin Liedtke and Alan, I don't recall his last name, all speakers at this event. He spoke on ley lines, and very interesting talk he gave. Unfortunately, they weren't recorded. The Libra Pulco stuff and the Living Free Festival, all of those talks were recorded and are available online. So I definitely recommend checking them out. Loads of great knowledge was shared. Got to have some beers with these amazing gentlemen. And just such a dramatic contrast in nature between Australia and Serbia and Spain and England. Everything is just so green and lush here in England, but not that rugged outback kind of a feel at all. It's all very tailored, and yeah, there's people have been there for so long, and doing their thing. This is where the event took place. The building on the right was where the conference happened. Nice pyramid over the top. Yeah, so 30,000 subs, and YouTube is showing my video, and there's a total of 34 people watching. It's I haven't produced any content for a while, so I've definitely kind of fallen out of the algorithms, but it seems extremely low given the number of people that are subbed to this channel. And this is what's known as the Millennium Stone, and looks a heck of a lot like a chunk of petrified tree, if you ask me. So prime meridian going right through there, ley lines.
Pretty tree to me.
And like I said, it continues south and goes right through Montgo. So something interesting about that zero line. There must be a reason they've started our clocks there. Mark Devlin talking about the music industry and how it's basically, you know, for the most part, just a tool of mind control. Andy Kaufman speaking on different different minerals and things that are essential for our health that are so lacking now from the diet for factory farming reasons and depletion of topsoil. This is a man named Manesh. Gave a very interesting talk. A shaman, does a lot of work with plant medicines and and then we were taken on the final night for drinks at this location, which was pretty phenomenal. Looked like a scene out of Eyes Wide Shut. And this was his home. Just kidding. Yeah, a really fun evening with some cocktails in an amazing location. This property was something else. And the woman there was the one who treated us to the drinks, and she was a speaker at the event, and she started a company called Pharmacy with an F that's selling all kinds of organic, vegan and vegetarian food throughout the UK. And yeah, what a place, huh? Looks like it's seen some stuff. They got their own lake. Hello.
This is just an average Saturday night for me.
Let's hold the bathroom. It was amazing. Let's see what it looks like in here. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh. Not bad for a bathroom. Capture the moment here. The two of us here.
Because he didn't want anything.
Hello. We're on the hat chair. Exactly. The hat chair.
He didn't really know what he was doing.
Uh-oh, I winked. Illuminati confirmed. And then spontaneously, yesterday morning, a woman named Philly, who was the MC of the event and has a wonderful podcast called The Wellness Way. She was going to interview Andy Kaufman, and at the last minute asked me if I wanted to come along. And so we went to Oxfordshire and visited her home, which was absolutely beautiful. This was a place that, it was a house that was Salman Rushdie, when he was hiding out, the author of the Satanic Verses, stayed there, and I think it was owned by the Kennedys or something like that once upon a time. I can't remember. It was some famous family that owned it. Here's me doing my Magritte impersonation, but the apple should have been blocking my whole face. She said that was a 500-year-old mirror, and it was it's just a beautiful home she had, and her studio was downstairs where we filmed the podcast.
What is that? What is that in my face?
Here we are, the Wellness Way studio. Yeah. Exciting. Yeah, and I think that is the end of the tour for my journeys. So let's see, I'm going to share some other things here. So this is coming out tomorrow. After 40 years, I was arrested for hacking on October 17th, 1985. Kindle version is available for pre-order, but the paperback will be available tomorrow. And let's see, where's the other stuff I was going to show? Here we go. Yeah, so feels like kind of in the Matrix. I've been looking at pulling back the veil for decades now, and it just gets more and more unusual the more I do. That's the final cover of the ebook Here's the main cover for the paperback. Really honored to have Gary McKinnon has written the preface to the book. Former head of cyber operations of the European Cybercrime Center, that's Interpol, came into my office some years ago as a patient randomly, and was thrilled to hear about my story. Here's a little teaser video for the upcoming book.
In February 1985, an 18-year-old Kirkland, Washington man pled guilty to 4 counts of computer trespass. The defendant was accused of gaining illegal access to 4 large Seattle area firms. Would you state your name, please?
My name is Mike Wilkerson. Usually they have the way it's set up is you dial in on one line and it calls you back on another so that you can't. It's supposed to be the ultimate security. But what you do is you break into Cosmos and you find out all of the phone numbers that that company owns, and you call it until you find the 2 that are hooked up to data. And then you get the callback modem and you set up call forwarding on that line so it call forwards to your home number. That takes a lot of work, but you have this invulnerable feeling. You just don't think you're gonna get caught. You ask any hacker out there that hasn't been caught yet if he thinks he's gonna get caught, and he'll tell you no. And if they tell you yes, it's because somebody close to them just recently got busted, and they have a feeling of being watched.
Whether you're curious about the 80s hacking scene and some of its most infamous characters, or if you care to indulge in a bit of nostalgia for the early days of computing, or if you just simply like to kick back with a light-hearted coming-of-age tale, then this book is for you. Yeah, so that's been a long time in the making, and it's finally coming out. In Texas, I did a interview with Luke Story. I'll post that on my channel soon. What else? I have a Substack account, which I haven't started to use yet, but I'm going to start publishing articles there. So Stellium7 on Substack. This is just the Living Free Festival, Illuminate and Elevate. Really awesome experiences all around. The book will be in audiobook, but I need to record it. I'm going to do it in my own voice, and that's something that I'll be working on probably within the next few weeks. And yeah, so what else? It's been an amazing month, and it's just getting going. My buddy Alex is having a party next weekend. A lot of really cool people are coming, so it's going to give me a chance to just kind of recharge my batteries because it's been exhausting. I've had so many nights with very little sleep, and my journey home from England yesterday was a disaster. I didn't notice that there were 2 flights with the same company going to the same location at the same time, and the time of it, they were split across 2 screens, and my flight was delayed, so I saw the order of the 2, but because my flight was delayed, they changed order, and then I went to the wrong gate, so I missed my flight. So after having that amazing experience in a castle, literally the next night, I spent sleeping on the stone floors of the Gatwick airport because the hotel was was booked up, and the other one that was available was like £350 for the night, and since it was only 6 or 7 hours, I couldn't justify the expense. So yeah, from the ultimate ritzy experience to literally sleeping like a homeless person on the floor. So it's been a journey of contrast in every way, shape, and form, and but fun nonetheless, and it teaches you patience. You just got to learn how to go with the flow, and I feel like I've been in a flow state for the last month straight, and it's been awesome, and I hope you enjoyed the recap. Book launches tomorrow. I've never asked for donations on this channel. I never set up memberships. I haven't really attempted to profit from all the research, but if you've been watching my content for a long time and you do want to support me, that's one of the best ways you can do it, and I guarantee you'll enjoy the book. It is getting excellent reviews from everyone who's read it. I've been told it reads like a movie, and the story is crazy. It's a true story. I haven't embellished at all, and things were so wild during that time that I didn't have to. So check it out, and if you have any teens that love to read, that would be an awesome story for them, but it's really written from an adult perspective. I'm narrating from the reflections, looking back on my past as an adult. It's not a glorification of the things I was doing, but yeah, it's worth it, and you won't be disappointed. So with that said, if there are any last minute questions, somebody asked who I thought would be perfect to play me in the movie, and they said Mel Gibson. I have no idea why. He wouldn't be my first choice, but I think Timothée Chalamet would be perfect if he wanted to do it. Looks just like I did at that age, and kind of similar build, similar look. So we'll see. Yeah, first audiobook, then I'll start working on a screenplay and see if someone wants to buy it. And it'd be fun to see it as a movie someday. Amazon link doesn't work. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me just pull that up. Amazon.com. There it is. And this is the link for the digital, but the paperback is coming out mañana. Whoops. Okay, the link was too long. Huh. Let's see. There's a way to create a shorter link. Copy clean link. No? See if that works. There we go. That'll do it. That's the link to the book, and it's a banger, I promise. All right, is the book being sent out of Spain? You can buy it from Amazon.com. So it'll ship directly from the US. It should be available on all the Amazon platforms unless something's gone wrong. As far as signed copies of the book, it's a bit of a problem because the import taxes from Spain to anywhere else are extravagant, and so you would be paying for the book, the shipping, plus import tax, which Mark Gober sent me some of his books, and they charged me so much for import tax that I could have bought the books directly from Amazon. So I won't be sending out signed copies, but if you ever run across me and you know I'm going to be speaking at an event or something, feel free to bring the book and I'll be happy to sign it for you. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the recap. It was unlisted, so very few have chimed in. I'm going to be doing a stream tomorrow covering the book and show some footage that hasn't been seen before, and tell some stories. And also, I think I'll probably read the first chapter of the book out loud. So tune in for that. I'll be setting up the live stream for that tomorrow morning. And the paperback will be out tomorrow. So finally, after 40 years, it's all done, ready to go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you tomorrow.